Hello, fellow YouTubers, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. On the last episode, we wrapped up the final day of investigation by finding out exactly what happened 5 years ago thanks to Old Bag. Then we went to Dee Vasquez and confronted her about it with the picture that we got. She told us to go to the trailer, went into the trailer, and she brought out her mob friends and attempted to rub us out. Thankfully, Gumshoe saved us and pretty much brought her to custody. Now it's going to be us against her in court today, the final day of court. I just dropped something. Oh, let's not drop that again. Okay, so let's head on to the final day of court.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both of the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement.
In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear.
Very well.
Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. Oh, that's what his name is, Edgeworth. It was a stupid joke, whatever.
You may now call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
I don't know where my judge voice went. Whatever. The prosecution called Miss Dee Vasquez to the stand. Miss Dee Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Oh god, Edgeworth's voice and Dee Vasquez's voice are almost similar. Except Dee Vasquez has less care in her voice. Will the witness state her name and occupation? Dee Vasquez, I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate. Jeez, is that word too? Is that even a real word? Do it when I'm not here.
Murph. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. The day of the murder. Oh, this would be fun. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp and ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. She sounds half robot. She sounds more robot than Sal did. And Sal had a robot voice.
I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you?
The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk with that monkey's head toppling over. And we'll get the van added to our record. What if I talk like that throughout my entire commentary, like say through Mario and Luigi? That would have been very dull. I don't know, maybe some monotone people have a very good repertoire when it comes to Let's Playing.
I see.
I'm not one. I'm not monotone at all.
Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. So we just got the van added. obviously there's going to be something very important. So, in the first one, we know the murder took place during the 15-minute break. So we need to find something that contradicts what she was talking about. The only thing that really contradicts what she was talking about is, well, that's not that. That was true. Everyone else said that. She talked about the van here. She already explained that a little bit thanks to the judge. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. This is what Sal told us yesterday, and this is what kind of trigger-headed the whole "it happened in Studio 2" thing. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on a table in front of the trailer. This thing right here is weird because, well, we're gonna present the steak plate here. The reason why is going to be apparent very soon. Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak, but I say you did not.
Well, what's this now, Mr. Wright?
Look at this.
It's a plate.
This plate was on the table in the employee room. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind.
Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak?
Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone too? You ate a boneless steak, or you didn't eat the steak. Is there there's such a thing as a boneless steak, isn't there? But she obviously said T-bone, so why would she specifically say T-bone if she didn't have a T-bone steak? She ate the bone too. I don't even think dogs eat T-bone steak bones. So we're gonna pick you didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator.
I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break?
Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Meaning the Steel Samurai or picking on Salmonella? Well, picking on Salmonella is probably something she can do any other time, but this time she definitely was meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai.
Order! Are you saying?
Yes, Your Honor. As Ms. Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands.
Mr. Wright! Isn't that a little presumptuous?
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Like her voice. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. So we're gonna get something a little different here. She's not gonna be testifying right now, but she's basically gonna give us options like what we have been recently. Like, watch this. What was the murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. Oh, that's a little weird to say. How can I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? I think you could. You couldn't, could you? Or I don't know. So, we have a couple options here. I think you could. Basically, she could have used the heavy spear as a weapon. I don't know. That's a terrible answer when we're trying to use proof. You couldn't, could you? That's phrase specific. Let's pick that one. I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What?
What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body.
I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. We're gonna pick the samurai spear. The reason being... I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon.
But that is the murder weapon.
Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. Oh, that question mark appeared a little too late for me to phrase that right. But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now, tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who was wearing a thick costume with this through the chest?
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're...
Silence. I'm the one testifying here and I will be heard. Murph. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what the weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer?
I can tell you, or I can't tell you. I can't tell you, it would be terrible. So we're gonna pick the obvious answer. I can tell you. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was?
I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well. Let's see this murder weapon then.
So we are going to present what our evidence is on the next episode. Cliffhanger, I love them so much. So, on the next episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, we're going to be finding out what evidence will show us the correct murder weapon, and we will go on from there. So, until next time, hopefully you enjoy. Like I said, tutorial, and he even shows us the button still. So he's just teaching us how to jump up these things right here. Mario & Luigi's jump height in this game is a lot higher than it was in Superstar Saga. For example, this ledge would probably, in Superstar Saga, you'd need the high jump for. Nope, they can just simply jump up here now. Which means that they have a little bit more of a hang than they did in Superstar Saga. They feel a little bit more floaty, but that's kind of good. It makes them seem more like people that are renowned for their jump.